Hi, welcome. This is your all signs reading for the full moon that is going to be falling on April 16th, okay, at approximately 26 degrees in Libra. Okay, it's going to be a very fortuitous full moon for win-win outcomes, okay? They are forecast. You should look for them. You can find them, okay? I've also, and new solutions, all right, in general for all full moons in air, okay? And I've also pulled a lunar mansion here. This is the sword, okay? This was traditionally, for any full moons or moons falling within the lunar mansion between 25 degrees approximately of Libra and 8 degrees of Scorpio, okay? This was traditionally thought to be a very good time for strengthening bonds in love and relationships, and also for reversals of bad fortune, okay? And in the modern day traditional rulers, in regards to those lunar mansions, we have activity with Pluto and activity with Mercury, okay? In the Hellenistic decans, we have for the last decan section of Libra, we have Jupiter. Okay, so I will do a separate section for you guys on some astrology after I wrap this up, and do it as post it in 2 parts for you so that you can watch it. This particular piece will pull on the energies and culminations for the full moon for each one of the signs. Okay, I will pick a leader card for each sign. I will keep that leader card out for the close in order in case I have any final notes. Okay, and then I will pull a 5-card spread, starting with the leader card that I pull for each sign. All right, from Aries to Pisces. I will have timestamps for you below, in the link below. All right, and if there is a separate part to this, it will also be linked below. All right, that said, let's get going, shall we? Spirit, I need Aries. I need Aries for the full moon. What is the situation that's coming to culmination that Aries needs to find or look for outcomes, better outcomes for, solutions and win outcomes for Aries, please. Aries, you fell out. The Emperor. Okay, obviously the moon, the sun will be in Aries, and the moon will be in Libra. All right, so if you are a Aries Taurus cusper, it's going to be a specifically heavy one for you. Okay, but right here, first card, current situation, you're being called to act in your Emperor, to boss up to who you are. Okay, to show strength in your emotions, which are going to be shown in the culmination of the full moon. Okay, what is the outcome here for the Emperor? He pulled her own card in the very first card. This is the present situation. What is the outcome? King of Cups. What did I say? Okay. What is in position 3 here? King of Coins. What is in position 4? Eight of Swords. What is in position 5? Ooh. Two came out, so I'll keep them both. They were the 9 of Coins and the Queen of Swords. All right, Aries, what we see here for you for the full moon is that the present situation looks like you're going to be standing in your power at this full moon. Okay, this is a good sign. Okay, what I do in position 2 and 3 is I ask Spirit to give me what that outcome is. That outcome, if you stand in your power, gracefully in your power as an upright emperor, okay? No overly domineering, no reversal behavior, okay? We'll get into that as I go along. Then the outcome will be you will be at one with your emotions for this full moon. You will be in tune, okay, with the moon that you're reflecting your light upon if you stay centered and in a proper place, okay? Because if you do, you will be able to keep your composure and act in this King of Coins position, or those around you will, no matter how tense things are, whatever's coming along. If you have on the full moon, I know we're gonna have a lot of events around the full moon because Passover is on Friday and Easter is on Sunday, and Friday is also Good Friday. So I expect for everyone, whether you have a special event or not, probably and most likely to have a lot of events, and full moon effects can happen one day before or after the full moon. So I expect Friday through Sunday to be somewhat full for everyone. What we have here in position 4 and 5, what I ask Spirit to do is to give me what can you do to change the outcome, okay, of the culmination. And I have in this position the 8 of Swords, okay, and I have in this position of what will happen if you do that, Queen of Swords and 9 of Coins, okay. So basically here I have that if you stay in your general energy, okay, of the Emperor, that things will plod along well, okay, meaning don't mess with a good thing. Don't mess with a good thing, because if you do this, if you get yourself up on the shallows about and feel stuck, okay, in a self-imposed prison around the time of this full moon, give plus or minus 1 day, so from Friday through Sunday, all right, then you will possibly act out in a negative Queen of Swords and or lose some of your independent like behavior, okay, and feelings to going off kilter, okay. So basically your advice from the universe is to act from within your heart, from your major arcana card, okay, which is the Emperor, all right. And if you do that, everything's going to fall in line. So my best advice to you is you're going to be a powerhouse. Please check out the, boss up where you need to, don't where you don't, okay? And don't get stuck up in anything around you that's displaying this kind of behavior of this self-imposed prisons of entrapment, torture, anything around you that is exuding that around the time of the full moon, plus or minus 1 day, you need to stay apart from, okay? And separate from, because I don't get that that's coming from you internally, okay? So if that appears, I see that as like an external thing. And what you need to do if you see that around you is to not get stuck up on the shallows, okay? All right, wonderful. Thank you. I'm going to move to Taurus now, and I will have timestamped the any additional parts as well as the ending, okay? Thank you. Oof. Taurus, hi. I'm pulling a 5-card spread for you, okay, for the full moon. All right, one already popped out, I'm keeping it, and that is the moon. How apropos, okay? What is the outcome? And what is the cause and the outcome? What can Taurus do to find win-win outcomes? And how will that change? How will that help? Solution and win-win outcome. What is the outcome if they act from this space? right, Taurus. So what I have for you is that you're going to have a lot of focus in this full moon. You're going to definitely feel a, how do I say, a culmination of emotions around the time of the full moon, whatever you have going on, whether they be family events or whatnot. This full moon is going to be very powerful for you because Aries is in your 12th house. Okay, then I'm going to say a lot of your feelings may feel under the radar, or you as a person may feel like you can't express yourself about certain things regarding this full moon, or events surrounding it. Okay, and you're going to have a culmination of emotion on the inside. Okay, you're going to feel tension between yourself and your emotions, or where the spotlight is at the full moon. Okay, however, what I have as the cause of that is you feel somewhat like a wounded warrior. Okay, so whatever's happening, whether they be family events or other feelings, or just the holidays, you feel somewhat of a wounded warrior here, and that is the cause of this culmination of emotion for you around the time of the full moon. However, the outcome of that and you staying in that feeling is that you're going to feel like you need to find a place of greater stability, or that you need to run away in some form or another. So I would suggest retreating away from anything that's high tension at the time. Okay, and really practicing staying in your emotions, recognizing your emotions, acting as a witness to your emotions, but not reacting to your emotions on an external basis. Okay, kind of noticing them, say, oh, I recognize that. Okay, I feel that. If there's something you need to be around, then definitely attend. If there's something that is going to be super triggering for you that you should not attend, like whatever that is for you, then stay away from negative and embrace the positive, but recognize your negative emotions in that, if that makes sense, if that resonates to you. Okay, because if you do that, then you will, one of the ways you're going to be able to do that is to step into this Queen of Swords, okay, like power, okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay, energy here. And what an upright Queen of Swords does is she doesn't prophesize all of her opinions unless asked. Okay, she doesn't need to go around acting in the reverse, male or feminine, take it as it resonates, spouting off or cutting people down, or just in general causing havoc. Okay, when she stays in her upright, she sits above the clouds, okay, which is going to be allow you to fully embrace the moment. Okay, and though she recognizes her pain, and she wears a bracelet on her wrist to remind her of her pain, whatever that is for you around the time of this full moon, whatever issues come up for you, she does not act out on them. Okay, she carries a sword in case she needs it. However, she does not need to use it. She just has it if she should need it. Okay, so what I'm asking you to do is to stay calm and collected in your emotions at this time. Okay, that's what the universe is suggesting that you can do. And if you do it, Taurus, your outcome is this: your major arcana card. Okay, this is the source of your soul's stability at this time. This is the Hierophant. Okay, this card is associated with your sign of Taurus. So if you follow this advice that the universe has laid out for these scenarios and these, around the time of this full moon, you will be able to step fully in your power of the Hierophant. Okay, all right. This could also revolve around commitments, institutions, religion, church, dogma, bad or good at this time. I don't see this card showing up in the reverse. This is a positive outcome for you. Okay? Win-win scenarios and solutions, Taurus. Have a lovely full moon. And if you're celebrating any holidays from Friday through Sunday, I wish you the best for those as well. All right. I am going to go to Gemini now. Gemini. My twins. How are my twins doing? I need to do a few shuffles here, okay? I just did Taurus. I'm going to pull a 5-card spread on the full moon for you. Again, any relevant parts will be listed below, and if you're cross-watching or also viewing your moon or rising or sun, moon, rising, or Venus, the timestamps will be below. I would recommend, since full moons do bring on situations to culmination and emotions, seem to highlight emotions, that you do check out all, especially your moon sign as well, and not just your sun. Okay. That being said, Spirit, I need for April 16th for my Geminis a 5-card spread on the culminations, events surrounding the full moon in Libra on April 16th for my Geminis, please. What is into culmination? Okay. What is cause? What is the outcome? And what can Gemini do? Or behaviors and or things that Gemini can do to change this outcome? And how will that change the outcome? Okay. Gem, I see for you that the present scenario surrounding the full moon for you is maybe leaving and seeking retreat and or solace, okay, or movement events surrounding going to a greater place of stability, okay, whether that's you or someone around you, that's going to be culminating around this full moon, okay, represented by the 6 of Swords, okay, and so this is there is going to be an event and or you attending or participating in an event that brings a higher place of stability, and it was needed. Whatever occurs was necessary and needed, okay, at this time of this full moon for you, Gem, okay? And what I see here is that the cause around this surrounds the Chariot, okay? So somewhat attached to the sign of Cancer, okay? But this is also about change and putting into motion a vehicle that brings about change, okay? All right, so whether you may be traveling or attending an event, all right, with the Chariot, all right, and the outcome of that event for you, okay, is going to lead you to greater independence, okay, greater space of stepping into your power. This is also a card of Krampus energy, also attached to the sign of Virgo, okay. This is a place of independence for you, all right. And if you step into the proper power, or what's going around you is greater things of independence, all right, are being called forth, okay. Whether that be, you know, and what I see that you can do to collaborate, all right, and how you can act is you're being called upon to 3 of Cups, okay. So you may have a specific event, or, you know, attending an event. Specifically, you may have traveled to an event, okay, revolving around family, celebration. It could be attending events relevant to the religious holidays that are around the weekend, and or attending an event on the actual full moon itself on Saturday. But I see this as a big family event, a place of coming together, a place of reconciliation, a place of healing, all right? And if you do that, you will step into a new place of mastering your emotions and stepping into an apprentice-like energy, all right? You will be able to take a next step forward if you are able to do this, all right, towards your own independence, all right, by participating in this family event. So that is my advice for you, Gemini. I hope you have a wonderful holiday if you're celebrating. any events on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And I hope you have a lovely full moon. Remember that win-wins are forecasted and solutions are all around you. All right. Thank you, Gemini. I'm going to go to Cancer now. Cancer, Cancer. How are you? How are my beautiful Cancers? I am going to pull a 5-card read for the full moon. You guys always love full moons anyway. You're always kind of tied and attached to lunar cycles in general. So I'm going to ask what is culminating at the time of this full moon for my Cancers. The 9 of Swords, Cancer. Stuck in your head a little bit about what's going on around the time of the full moon. Let's see. What's the cause of this for my Cancers? Okay. And what is the outcome? Okay. And what can my Cancer do to help a win-win positive outcome here? I'm going to have to do. Okay. And what will be the outcome if Cancer does this? What is the outcome for my Cancer if they embrace this? Okay, so Cancer, Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. What I see is that around the time of the full moon or events plus or minus one day around the full moon, you're very up in your head and stressed out about these events and or things going on. Okay, you may have an emotional reaction right now. You may already be in this anxiety mode surrounding this full moon, all right, which is taking place in Libra, all right. And what I see that the cause of that is a lot of recent communication or movement. So this could be stress about travel, could also be stress about actual communications that you've had with people close to you, or whether that be or people surrounding you, whether that be in family and or business, that are a lot of recent communications going on surrounding what's coming up between the 14th and the 17th, okay, specifically the full moon on the 16th. All right, plus or minus one day is going to apply here. A lot of communication, whether this be messages going back and forth and or actual movements and calls regarding the weekend of the full moon, all right, is the cause of you being up in your head, okay, a little stressed out, all right. And what I see as the outcome, all right, that you may or may not see, all right, is the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, this is a new beginning. So regardless, sometimes the 9 of Swords tends to stay up in their head and play out all negative outcomes, regardless of whether they're realistic. It's just part of our nature, and it's definitely part of your nature to be, you're emotional, you're the crab, okay, so you can go inside a little bit, inside your shell, all right? You don't need to do that because I do show an Ace of Pentacles here, brand new beginning, all right? Brand new beginning. Fortuitous new beginning, all right? That it is a material manifestation, will wind up being a material manifestation. And what I see, what you're being called on to do to change things, and I would say that this relates back to changing your outlook here and the stress and anxiety that I see you under right now, Cancer, from this spread, is to embrace a 6 of Cups like energy, okay? Stay close to the people around you. You may actually be going and getting together with family, going and getting together for a celebration of some sorts. There are a lot of events and a lot of reasons that people are going to be coming together around the time of this full moon, just in general. What I see is that if you embrace this, okay, this could also be old soulmate ties, old family ties, people that make you feel secure, all right? You're going to be around these people at this time. You're being called on to embrace these things, all right? And I see that if you focus on like the happy heart space that this card can evoke, in your warm, secure feelings, okay, and know that everything's going to be okay, all right, that you will have a healing around this time, all right? You will be able to rest, retreat, and reflect either before or after, and I would like for you to do that now. If you're already in this Nine of Swords space, please, try and go for a walk, do whatever you can to make sure you're not up in your head at night, and start thinking of the positive, okay, that surrounds these events or whatever you're feeling about. Even if things have gone bad or things look a little bit bad or down or you're stressed, whatever you're stressed about, go back to the happy and remember those feelings of a secure place, all right? If you need to do a little self-healing, there may be some inner childhood wounds here that are getting healed at this time, but I do see that this moon and the events around it can bring you to this space, okay, of healing. So, and I do see just in the outcome without you even acting that, whatever you're up in your head about and whatever, or, even if that's other people that are making you up in your head from the communications going on, that there will be a positive outcome here, okay? So whatever's coming through on this, okay, whatever was brought in with this Ace of Wands that's got you up in your head here, it's not all based in reality from what the cards here are saying. And the only thing you need to do to embrace that is to embrace these childlike feelings of security and or healing on the internally, okay? If you feel like you're not getting love somewhere, you love yourself, Cancer, all right? You feel that, okay? The moon will be there for you for that, all right? Have a lovely, lovely weekend. And I'm going to move on to Leo. You can find timestamps for the overall close at the end and any other relevant links to any other cards. Thanks, Cancer. Leo. How's my lion? How is the lion? I am going to pull a 5-card spread for the full moon for you. I'm going to try and see what kinds of things are going to be culminating for you around the time of this full moon. What the reason for behind that is, what the outcome is, all right, and what you can do to positively affect the outcome, all right, or to affect the outcome, and what that outcome change will be if you do. Okay, so that being said, for my Leo, for the full moon on April 16th, I need a 5-card, please, Spirit, for my Leo to help them with the full moon, plus or minus 1 day, full moon in Libra. Thank you. What is the cause of this? What is the outcome? What can my Leo do to change the outcome? To positively affect this? Okay. And what will be the outcome if my Leo embraces this? What will be the outcome if my Leo embraces this advice? All right. Leo. I haven't got to your monthly read yet. I can't wait to now. I'm seeing the 3 of Swords here as the situation that's going to be coming to culmination, okay? Are you feeling this? This is intense heartbreak, Leo. These are feelings of intense heartbreak. This is the 3 of Swords here, and what I'm seeing here for you is that the cause of this 3 of Swords that's going to be culminating or ongoing is the 4 of Cups, okay? This tells me that there's a place in your life right now that you feel like you're supposed to have everything and not be upset, yet you are upset about something. And with the 4 of Cups energy, sometimes you cannot always see what's making you upset, but typically what is making you upset is that you're lacking a sense of spiritual or emotional fulfillment. You feel something's off. You feel like you have everything, but you're lacking a spiritual, emotional fulfillment. And this is calling you to sometimes go back to the Ace, okay? The Ace of Cups here, all right? That divine feeling of love, okay? That's always on offer from Spirit, okay? From the divine, from above, and to identify what you value, all right, from the inside in regards to this, and always stay true to that. And if you do, this will go away, all right? Because what I see here as an outcome, if you don't, is a King of Swords in an unhealthy manner, okay? So you may feel a little cold around this full moon, or you may be missing people, or feel like someone else around you is cold, or acting in a space of emotional aloofness, which makes sense to me with this right here, okay? This represents Libra, Gemini, and Aquarian energy. However, this has to do specifically with you. I asked Spirit specifically for you, what was going to be culminating for you and at the time of this full moon. And the situation I see that surrounding is this Three of Swords. I see the cause of that is because whatever's happened, you still have this feeling of discontentment with the 3 cups you have, okay? And you feel like a cup is missing. That cup I told you could be filled, all right, with emotional and spiritual fulfillment, and nobody can do that better than yourself, okay? But what I'm seeing here, if you don't, is that the outcome is going to leave you feeling a little bit cold, and acting somewhat cold, and that's very un-Leo-like, because Leo is the sun. So what your advice here to change the outcome is to embrace a King of Cups like energy, okay? That doesn't mean like go and espouse like your emotions to everyone. That means come from a centered heart space of being in touch with your emotions, all right? And feeling them on an internal level, all right? And if you do that, your outcome is going to be justice, all right? You are going to have a karmic reward for that. And that is where your karmic reward lies, in the full moon and or events surrounding the full moon plus or minus 1 day, all right? So Leos, I wish you guys the best, and fully embrace this full moon and the ways you're feeling, and everything's going to be fine. It always is, all right? I will see you in your general reading, and any relevant links are below. Thanks, Leo. Okay, Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. I am going to do a 5-card pull for the full moon. I'm just going to do a mid-sign shuffle here, all right? And since you already sit things over at the 12, so I just want to do a little shuffle here before I start those. And I'm going to pull a 5-card spread on what's culminating around the time of the full moon for you, Virgo. And then I'm going to pull the cause of the situation as well as the outcome around the full moon, okay, of things that are culminating. And then I'm going to pull advice on what you can do or embrace to change that outcome if that's what's desirable, or hurt that outcome if it's not, and what the outcome will be if you do or don't, okay? All right, so that said, beautiful Virgos, let's pull. My Virgo, please, Spirit, I need what's culminating around the full moon, please, for my Virgos. Okay, 2 came out, so I'm going to take both. They are the 2 of Cups and the 7 of Coins. We'll go over them in a minute. What is the cause of this? Okay. What is the outcome of what's culminating? Good, good. And what can my Virgo do to help or hurt the outcome? What actions could they take to help or hurt the outcome here? Positive outcome. Okay. All right. And what is the outcome if they embrace this advice? Again. 2 came out again. Okay, Virgo, what we have here is that what's culminating for you or surrounding the full moon is a 2 of Cups, all right, significant relationship and or friendship, as well as a 7 of Coins, planting new seeds or harvesting around that, okay? And what I see here is the cause of this is the 10 of Wands, all right? So what's culminating around for you around this full moon plus or minus 1 day All right, I have the Two of Cups, significant relationship and or friendship. It does not, but one that you feel significant emotion towards, okay? And the Seven of Coins, all right? This is harvesting or questioning your harvesting, where you've laid your seed, where you've invested your time, energy, and effort, okay, into building a certain relationship, represented by the Two of Cups, okay? The cause of this scenario is represented by the Ten of Wands here. This tells me that this Seven of Coins is a period of, rather than planting new, reflecting on or feeling of a questioning of your harvest and how much you've spent investing into Pentacles, into a relationship. And it feels like a heavy burden, like, you know, it's hard to hold all these wands, okay? It is a time of completion, though. I would suggest that this will be ending, all right? And the outcome here is that you have the ability to kind of see behind the veil here, all right? I have the High Priestess here as an outcome, with stepping into an intuitive place to be able to see behind the veil, stepping into your intuition, or learning from your intuition, learning from what you see behind the veil, maybe to make some changes, all right? And initiate some changes. And the universe's advice for you to help this along, that can help or hurt, is the Seven of Wands. So I see you in a decision process of what to fight for and what not to, all right? Maybe you feel that there's been a lot of conflict around you. However, you are, you know, at a place of higher ground in delineating what you're willing to fight for and what you're not. All right, and what I see for you, Virgo, if you embrace this advice, is that you will have news and or deliver news of a new creative project, okay, or a new beginning, or a new love, new relationship space that will be very fulfilling, all right, with the Ten of Cups. This is the everything. This is the everything. So whatever you got going on right now, it's good. Good energy. I see good energy here. I see it being heavy. I don't see it being easy. These wands are really hard to carry. Delegate what you can. Okay, delegate what you can, and reflect in this place of the High Priestess. All right, to decide what you are willing and are not willing to defend, and then defend those things accordingly. All right, and then you will have this new beginning, okay? So very fortuitous, good stuff. All right, Virgo. The relevant links are below to any part twos and or timestamps for your sun, moon, rising. If you want to check all three, I would definitely suggest you do, and any part two, any relevant linked parts to this as well. Thanks, Virgo. Libra, you are the center of attention for this full moon. What's going on, Libra? This is going to be win-win forecast for you all over the place, okay? I see very happy events happening for you around the time of the full moon, but let's see what the cards and spirit have to say for what's going to be culminating for you around this full moon, all right? I'm going to pull a 5-card spread. For the moon, what's culminating? The moon, of course, in your sign. Okay, this is also Pisces, Cancer, very introspective, very in touch with your emotions around the time of the full moon. I would expect that. Thank you, Spirit. So attention is on you here, all right? What is the cause for my Libras of this culmination? The Six of Wands, a victory for you around this full moon, okay? This is your victory dance, your victory march. Can you see the card? Beautiful. All right. And what is the outcome? 10 of Cups, baby. 10 of Cups. This is like the everything, happy home, emotional fulfillment at home, a complete emotional fulfillment. Libra. You've got the best one so far. You deserve it. This is your full moon, okay? And what can Libra do to help this along and or change the outcome of this? What are the warnings and or signs? Wheel of Fortune, for you to fully embrace this change and step onto the Wheel of Fortune. All right, can you see it? Can you see it? This is a new spin of the wheel for you. Whatever's culminating in your life right now, especially if you are born around the Libra Scorpio cusp, this is a huge moon for you. All right, that if you have your birthday between late October, early November, this is your self, your inner self and soul will be in touch with your emotions at this time, and whatever's culminating for you at this time is going to be very fortuitous. Okay, hold on. And that. Okay, all right. Okay. And the outcome on that is Knight of Swords. So what I see here is that this full moon, as you know, as indicated, is going to be huge for you. All right, this is the present situation. You have an event and or have significant amount of emotions and a sense of completion or upcoming things coming to fruition around the time of this full moon at the 16th. All right, and this, whatever it is going to be a victory for you, big victory. All right. Six of Wands, and the outcome of that is that it's going to bring you to emotional fulfillment. 10 of Cups. All right, this is in family and home situations. You feeling completely emotionally fulfilled. Home is a happy place. Home is where the heart is. That is what's going on for you. All right, and what I see that you can do to help a positive outcome here is Wheel of Fortune. That means step on the wheel and spin, baby. Don't look back. Okay, fully embrace this new change, whatever it is for you. Libra, you know better than me. And if you do, you will step into this Knight of Swords-like energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you will be able to act, and you will be able to do it swiftly, and you will be able to study and embrace this new change, okay? Whatever it is for you, and it's going to be successful for you, all right? Stepping into your own energy here. All right, so wonderful, Libra. Happy full moon for you. Let me know what's going on. All right. I'm going to do Scorpio now. Spirit, I need Scorpio for the full moon on April 16th, please. I need to know what's coming to culmination around the time of the full moon for my Scorpio, please. I'm just going to shuffle this one for you, Scorpio. Say it once more. Please be sure you check your sun, moon, and rising, Scorpio, okay? Timestamps will be below. Spirit, I need position 1, please. What is culminating for my Scorpio around the time of the full moon? Okay. And what is the cause of this? Okay. And what is the outcome? What is the outcome here for my Scorpio? Okay. And what can Scorpio do that will positively impact this culmination for Scorpio? Okay. And what is the outcome? If we do 2 months. Okay, Scorp, this is what you got. For what's culminating, I have a Page of Swords, okay? New information or news surrounding events, plus or minus 1 day. The 16th are hot and heavy right now, going on, a lot of communication going on, a lot of delivery, talking, communications back and forth, possibly regarding a air sign or another air sign. This is a King of Swords, so Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy, all right? And this news or communications going on with this is somehow revolves around a King of Coins, okay, or King of Coins like energy. This is heavy energy of somebody that is successful, all right, somebody that typically they're somewhat quiet, they're not, you know, super loud people, but they are very successful people. They They have accumulated a lot of wealth, okay, through hard work and or legacy. All right, they're a king. They fully embrace of this king of coins like energy, okay, and the outcome of whatever is coming up around the 16th is going to strengthen that for them, okay, or strengthen you in that position if you embrace the advice from the universe here, okay. And what I have here on the advice is a tower. All right, this is a card that you're naturally attached to, okay, as well as you know, this is kind of sometimes kind of Uranus and Mars and Saturn, okay. There's a structure that's changing here. All right, Scorpio, the tower comes down and the king and queen fall out of it, and there's a big structure change here, and your advice here is to embrace it, okay. To embrace this change. All right, and what I see here for you is that if you do, then you will have a Two of Wands, more opportunities for new choices regarding business, family, and contracts, okay, if you do fully embrace this change and stay peaceful within yourself, okay, Scorpio. Happy full moon to you. All right, I will see you later. I'm going to go ahead and do Sagittarius now. Sagittarius, I am going to pull a 5-card spread for you about what's culminating for you around the time of the full moon in Libra. Okay, I'm going to pull a 5-card spread on that. Just going to shuffle these once or twice. Sag, going on, Sag? Huh? You guys doing good? Yeah. Yeah, wonderful aspects going on astrology-wise. And we do have, around the time of the full moon, we have Neptune and Jupiter in conjunction for a couple days right around the full moon. So that's going to be great for you since Jupiter's your natural ruling planet. Okay, and it's in Pisces, and it's going to be conjunct the modern ruler of Pisces, also Neptune regarding higher love. So embrace higher love feelings, higher active feelings of Venus, all right? Venus will also be, and so will Mars in Pisces at this time. So, yeah, I'm going to do a separate part on that for all you guys, okay? That said, what is culminating for my Sag around the time of the full moon? What is culminating? Two came out, so I'm keeping them. Page of Cups and 5 of Wands. A lot of activity with other people here. Maybe regarding news about a creative or a love idea or thing culminating around the time of the full moon, and or it could be, you know, some sparring regarding a child, possibly. I don't know. Let's see here, Sag. I'm going to pull some more. What is the cause of this? The Two of Wands, a contract, okay, or decision, right? Maybe a new opportunity, okay? And what is the outcome? 4 of Cups, okay? And what can my Sag do to gain a more fortuitous outcome to this? Find solutions and win-win agreements and fully embrace the positive of this full moon. Okay. And what is the outcome if Sagittarius does this? What is the outcome for Sag if they take this advice? Okay. Okay, this is what I see for you, Sagittarius. I see that on or around the time of the full moon, plus or minus 1 day, and or preceding the full moon upcoming, that you have a culmination or feelings that may or may not surround, you know, internal strife, all right, or strife in your environment around you. This could be other people. This is 5, you know, a 5 of Wands regarding, you know, other people sparring, you know, or this could also involve training. If you are tactically training of any sort, then this is a positive card. But what I see here is that this that this, you know, for most of you will not revolve around tactical training, but instead will revolve around news, okay? News and regarding a love relationship and or new creative endeavor around the full moon that causes a little bit of strife, okay? Or that's causing some, you know, sparring of sorts, all right? And the cause of this is a new contract, all right? New agreement. Libra is the sign of equality, balance, partnerships. You know, they could be related to contracts of any sort, specifically partnership contracts, okay, or agreements, all right? And what I see is a feeling of the Four of Cups, okay? The outcome here is something about this or what's going on leaves you feeling a little bit discontented, feeling like, well, I have 3 cups, but, you know, you're missing something, or you're staring at them thinking, they're not all of what I want. What's, you know, what is it? What is missing? And there is a cup that's being offered, okay, from the universe here that you don't see, all right? And that is a cup of spiritual and emotional fulfillment, okay? You may or may not recognize that you are missing that, and that may be why you feel discontent. If you're not recognizing it, something's missing for you on an emotional or spiritual level now that's leaving you a little bit down and melancholy. And the universe's advice to you on this is for you to act as a magician and to step into your spiritual healing power of what that is, okay? If you take that back and to an Ace of Cups and say, what fills me up of the Ace of Cups, what makes me feel emotionally and spiritually fulfilled and overflowing, and that you identify what people around you make you feel that way, okay, or are good positive connections for you, and what in your life that you want that can also make you feel that way, all right? And the universe's advice to you is for you to start acting as a magician to manifest these things, okay? To step in the power of a magician. This is Gemini, Virgo energy, Mercury energy, all right? Use your mind to create as above, so below here. And if you do that, then you will step in to delivery and or positive or start hearing positive news back, okay, of a new idea, okay, and take this new idea to, you will start to put in new steps for Page of Wands here, all right, to deliver and or act on a new thing, all right, and to go back to and reconnect with the things that really fill you up here. And if you do that, then positive things will start to come from it fairly quickly here, okay? All right, Sag, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend and a wonderful full moon. And I'm going to do Capricorn now. Any relevant links will be below for you. Capricorn. Capricorn, Capricorn. How is the sea goat? How is my sea goat? I am here to do your full moon reading for April 16th, okay? If you are cross-watching and or also checking out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, I will have timestamps below. In here, and if there are any other relevant parts where I do a discussion of general astrology, which I probably will at the end, but I'll do those on 2 separate cuts so that people can access the 2 separate parts. They will also be linked below. All right, so universe. What is culminating around the time of the full moon for my dear sea goat? What is culminating around the time of the full moon for my sea goat? The full moon on April 16th. Star. Wonderful, wonderful energy. Aquarian energy, also major healing energy. Okay. Death, okay, Scorpio energy, okay, end, transformation, all right. What is the outcome of this culmination? 6 of Cups, okay. And what is the, what can my Capricorn do to positively impact this? Ace of Swords. And what will the outcome be if they take this advice? 9 of Wands. Okay. All right. Capricorn. You are at the bottom of the deck, the Devil. Okay, that's purely your energy right there. Okay, major arcana attached to you. All right, you're standing in your power and feeling very powerful around the time of this full moon. What I see here is that around this full moon, you have a culmination of the star-like energy. Okay, so on your soul journey, you are in a place where you are either chasing or after a new star, and or deeply engaged in a very healing time for yourself. Okay, healing things from the externally out, being able to step into both worlds, and really embracing a healing energy that's being divinely guided for you at this time. Okay, and the cause of this space that's culminating around the time of the full moon for you is scorpionic energy of death. Okay, this is deep transformation in the recent past, or an ending. Okay, or and you stepping into the energy of the star to fully embrace whatever happened and to move forward from there. Okay, very positive. And what I see as an outcome here is the Six of Cups. Okay, this is either a reconciliation, or coming back together with friends and family, or old soul ties, or finding new soul ties and new soul tribes. Okay, for yourself. All right, Six of Cups. All right, is the likely outcome here. Okay, so you may have a lot of family events around the weekend, and or you may run into somebody that was an old soul tie of yours, a good one, a happy one, and or be laying the seeds for new ones for yourself. All right, and the universe's advice to you is to Ace of Swords this. Okay, so to go after it. Okay, and to take this new beginning. All right, and to speak on it with whoever is relevant here. All right, that is the advice for you, Cappy, sea goats. All right, it's going to bring you a new beginning. All right, and the outcome to that is that you may be a wounded warrior here. All right, but you're going to live to fight another day. Okay, Nine of Wands. Okay, you're going to go on and you're going to be battle ready. All right, in the best way, battle ready. All right, that means only the good, important stuff are you fighting for. You're not wasting your time anymore with the bitter battles. Okay, that come from a bad heart space. No, you're coming from this space now, the star. Going after the things that are worthwhile, okay, and fill you up emotionally and are attached to a higher spiritual purpose here. Okay, you're gonna leave the bullshit behind. Okay, not gonna waste any more time here. All right, battling over things that don't really matter while you ignore your own self or heart space. Okay, sounds wonderful. Okay, I wish you a wonderful, wonderful holiday weekend. All right, wherever you may be celebrating or enjoying it. Okay, it looks like a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful one for you, and you have your own energy at the bottom of that deck. So you may not see your ability to step in your own power here, but it's there, it's around you, and other people know it too. All right, all right. Positive, calm, sea goat, serene. All right. Happy full moon to you. All right, and I wish you a happy Easter and a happy Passover, whichever you celebrate. And if you don't celebrate either, then I wish you a wonderful weekend. All right. I am going to go to my Aquarians now. How are my Aquarians? All right. How are you, Aqua? I want to know what's coming up for you, Aqua, around the time of the full moon here. All right. What is upcoming for my Aquarians at the full moon? What's culminating for them on April 16th, full moon in Libra? Nine of Cups. Passing over here. Somebody's passing over to you. Got a Knight of Cups here, culminating around the time of the full moon. Okay, and the cause. Ace of Wands. Look like a stellar one for you guys, all right? And what is the outcome? The Fountain. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay. Okay. And what can my aquas do to help this? How can they act or not act around the time of this culmination to help the outcome? Eight of Cups. Okay. And what will the outcome be if they do this? Okay. I want to clarify on this. Okay, this is what I got for you, my dear Aquarians. Okay, I have a Knight of Cups. All right, you are what's culminating for you around the time of this full moon is either you or someone around you acting out of love. Okay, you are stepping into your space of Lancelot, whatever, you know, here, and or bringing or delivering or receiving a new emotional, creative offer, sealing it, going after it. Take it as it resonates, okay? Or someone is coming and embracing this for you, okay? This is very romantic card. You're going to offer your cup of love to somebody, or someone else is offering it to you, okay, around the time of this full moon, and or starting a new creative project that you have a lot of passion behind, okay? A lot of emotional feelings for, okay? And what's right behind it, the cause of the Knight of Cups is the Ace of Wands. So again, this is telling me that this is linked to love and passion for you. Okay, whatever's culminating for you, Aqua, take it as it resonates around the time of this full moon. Okay, this of you or someone else acting as a Knight of Cups space. And what is the result? The fountain. This is infinite. Okay, this is like Ace of Cups kind of feeling. Okay, this is also divine. Okay, the guided. Okay, for you, and this is the outcome, and it is an infinite overflowing of positive results from whatever's culminating, whatever you're going after. Around this time, okay, for you. So, and then what I have here on what you can do to positively or negatively impact this is, I have the Eight of Cups, okay. So this is indicative to me that you cannot walk away from what your heart is calling you to do, what you have, you know, what's on your heart space to do around this weekend, okay, and or walk away from what you need to and embrace this energy in the first three cards here, okay? Because if you don't, then you are going to increase levels of external sparring that are unnecessary here, okay? So, and you don't want to do that, because this first three cards are beautiful, okay? Beautiful, all right? So obviously whatever you got going on or planned, or is in your heart space to do, you need to do, and you know, you need to walk away from sparring and not encourage any sparring, okay, about things, okay, all right, around the time of this full moon, okay, because you have nothing but beauty here, all right, that you want, that you're going after, that someone else is delivering to you, that you're stealing, whatever it be for you, Aqua. Happy full moon. It looks like a wonderful one for you, okay? All right, I am going to do my Pisces. Pisces, how's my fish? Let me have a sip of my coffee for my fish cup. All right, Pisces, how are you? I'm so happy for you. You guys have like powerhouse of planets right now. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? You got like so many positive planets in your sign right now. You're going to have Neptune and Jupiter are going to be like conjunct for several days, plus or minus this full moon. So it's a wonderful, wonderful weekend ahead for you, I expect and anticipate. But let's see what the cards say and Spirit says. Okay, I'm going to ask what's culminating for you, Pisces, around the time of this full moon. I'm going to ask the cause of that situation. I'm going to ask for the likely outcome, okay, as well as any advice on what you can do that would help or hinder this outcome, as well as what that change will be if you do that, okay? So, what, is coming or culminating at the time of the full moon for my Pisces? The moon. You guys got the moon too. So did Libra. Okay, so this is going to be a huge moon for you. What's coming at the moon? The moon. What's culminating at the moon? The moon. Okay, so any events and or people or things surrounding late October, early November, are going to be in the spotlight for you around the full moon. A wonderful place of pleasure or happiness, okay, and or culmination, okay. This may also bring up things for you from the first, plus or minus one day, okay. Please see your general reading for more information on that, okay. Whew. Too many. What is the cause of this culmination? It's like the universe doesn't want me to know. But this is your card. So the moon is, okay. Queen of Wands. What is the outcome? Ace of Cups. What is the advice for my Pisces on how to help this outcome? Benefit positive from this outcome. Okay. And what will happen if they do that? What will happen if my Pisces follows this advice? How will it change the outcome? Okay, what I see for you Pisces here is the full moon's super big for you, okay? The universe doesn't want me to know everything behind it, but that's just Pisces-like of you, isn't it? This is your card. The moon, your intuition is heightened at this time, and it's going to get a little bit higher, hotter, high priestess-like energy. Something's culminating for you around this time, okay? Intuition is off the charts right now, okay? Planetary aspects to support that. The outcome of that, my dear Pisces, is that you're going to be stepping into a Queen of Wands like energy, okay? Very charismatic, leader, loving, wonderful. Also attached to fire if you have a Venus, or if you have a sun, a moon, or a rising in any of the fire signs, Sag, Leo, Aries. You're going to be especially on fire in those parts of your charts. You're going to be bringing those parts of your charts alive at this time, okay? To fully embrace this Queen of Wands like energy, okay? Very sociable, very loving, very outgoing, very charismatic, very creative like energy, okay? Result of that, and you showing that part of yourself, Pisces, is the Ace of Cups. Brand new overflowing cup of divine love, divine creativity on offer here that's overflowing, okay, from the universe. Okay, and what you can do to help this outcome or hurt it is 8 of Cups. You need to walk away from whatever you need to walk away from that was in the past. Done, over, finished. Okay, to embrace this new Ace of Cups beginning that is on offer right now and is 100% supported by all the astrological astrological aspects and the nighttime sky right now. Okay, impacting you. Okay, and what is the result if you take this advice? King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sag, and or someone who embraces the King of Wands like energy, very good looking, very outgoing, mate, divine pair. Ding, 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 ding. Pisces, are you listening? Can you see the cards? You need to walk away from anything that's old and done and dusted. Okay? For this. Ace of Cups. All right? Bookended by a healthy King and Queen of Wands. All right? Happy full moon. Let me know how it goes. It's kind of hot. All right? I'll see you later, Pisces. All right, guys, thank you so much. That was the general all signs reading. You can catch me in part 2 if I decide to do one on some specific aspects and just separating them out so that the videos aren't too long for everyone. And again, that should be linked below. And you should also find timestamps for any of the signs if you didn't catch yours or want to cross watch and or check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or Mars.